Hyundai is rolling into the compact SUV market, or some would say subcompact SUV market, with the Kona in a big way. This is a new, unique vehicle with sharp angles and defined lines. The front of the Kona is distinct. Look at all the lights on this thing. Look at the narrow lines on the lights that flow into the body lines. Somehow, in a world of cars and SUVs that are all starting to look the same, Hyundai has produced a little SUV that manages to stand out in a subtle but distinct way. The Kona manages to defy description, defy convention, and defy the odds by taking what should be an average run-of-the-mill also-ran vehicle and turning it into something just slightly different. The Kona is an important vehicle for Hyundai because this type of vehicle, these compact SUVs, are growing in popularity. Hyundai needs to have these things sell because they need to really entrench themselves into this segment. The Kona comes with two engine options. The 1.6-liter Turbo 4, which produces 175 horsepower, or the 2-liter normally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. Our test vehicle was equipped with the 2-liter engine, producing just 145 horsepower. Other automotive journalists will tell you to buy the Turbo 4, and that's okay because it is more powerful and more fun. But if you're going to keep the Kona longer than, say, 3 or 4 years, we suggest buying the 2-liter engine. Turbos in general will not last as long as a non-turbo motor, and they can be expensive to repair. So think about how long you plan to keep the vehicle before you make your engine choice. The 2-liter engine also comes with a smoother shifting transmission. It does at times feel a little bit underpowered, especially when you're just stopped and then you're really trying to get going. It does take a little bit of time to spool up. The Kona is competing against vehicles like the Mazda CX-3, the Nissan Rogue Sport, Chevy Trax, and Kia Soul. Inside, it's comfortable. The seats in our test vehicle were supportive. It was a pleasure to drive. The handling was nimble and responsive. A multi-link rear suspension is available. Cabin noise was average to slightly noisier than some of its competitors. The Kona has a very rigid superstructure, with the result being no rattles inside and solid positive handling. It's a good design, well engineered. On the downside, cargo space is a bit restricted. Open the rear hatch and there is enough room for a few bags of groceries, but not much else. If you have hockey equipment for more than one kid or even a couple of sets of golf clubs, you're probably going to need to fold down the rear seats. So check out the cargo space to make sure the Kona is really going to meet your needs before signing a purchase agreement. On the other hand, Hyundai is calling this an SUV for the city, and from that perspective, it performs nicely. It's a nice little compact that handles well in traffic and is easy to park. Overall, it's laid out very logically inside, and the infotainment system is really intuitive, very easy to use. The protruding touchscreen, which is a Hyundai style cue, is different. We like it, but opinions from people we showed it to varied. You'll need to decide for yourself. The steering wheel audio controls, cruise control switches, and other control knobs are all laid out logically. Fuel economy is average at 28 miles per gallon in the city and about 32 on the highway. In our case, the mileage was not quite as good as that, but that's probably because the engine was a little sluggish, so at times I was hitting the accelerator hard to pass and weave in and out of traffic when needed. You can flip between driving modes though, and there is an economy mode that will help you maximize fuel economy. So overall, it's not bad on fuel. I thought it might be a little bit better, but it's not bad. Hyundai offers the Kona in 4 distinct trims: SE, SEL, Limited, and Ultimate. Go for the top end and you will get leather seats with 8-way power adjustments for the driver, power sunroof, and front fog lights, as well as single-zone automatic climate control, plus more. Our test vehicle came with a backup camera and lane keep assist, but to get all of today's modern electronic devices to enhance safety and convenience, you will need to upgrade to one of the upper trim levels. For an extra $1,300 US, you can upgrade to all-wheel drive. With that, you get the multi-link rear suspension, so even though the Kona is named after a district in sunny Hawaii, in all-wheel drive form, it should be pretty good in the snow and on wet pavement. The Kona does differentiate itself, though, in terms of, I guess, personality. It's a very light vehicle. It feels light. It feels nimble. I wish it felt a little bit more substantial in some ways, but, overall, it's not a bad little compact SUV. It will appeal, I think, mainly to younger buyers because of the modern styling, but in terms of performance and functionality, this is a vehicle that ranks consistently near the middle of the pack in its class. Hyundai has a good 10-year powertrain warranty, though, so that helps make the Kona a safe choice. But only time will tell if these are high-quality, long-lasting, durable vehicles. Rick Walker, SST Car Show News.